So when you got kids coming up to you and they ask, I want to get into rodeo and I want to do this, what do you tell them?
Well, most of the time when they ask me that, they're talking about rough stock events, and so I tell them to go to a Sankey rodeo school.
Okay.
This guy named Lyle Sankey, he's one of the only 4 guys that has gone to the NFR in all 3 rough stock events: bareback, saddle bronc, bull riding.
Okay.
And he's in the Hall of Fame, but he puts on these schools all over the.
I think I've seen that guy on
country.
YouTube.
Do what?
I think I've seen that guy on YouTube.
Probably. He's been doing schools for 40 years, but.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of people that do schools, like Cody Custer does a school. Gary LeFew does a lot of schools. There's a lot of guys that put on good schools.
Right.
My dad and Lyle were like best friends, so I grew up going to his schools.
Right.
But they supply all the equipment is the main thing, and that's why I'll tell kids to go there.
It's expensive, right?
Yeah,
all that equipment.
Like just today, like if you're like, I think I want to get into rodeo, like you might. To get the right equipment, you'd spend $600.
Right.
Then you go pay $80 to get on one bull.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a bucker, and then so you got to drive to that rodeo, and so you pay $400 to go to a school where you borrow all the equipment and they put you on the right bull and as many as you want.
Right.
And then at the end of it, you decide, is this something I want to do? Well, I didn't spend $600 to $1,000 on equipment, and then go just to get on one.
Right.
Anyway, that's what I tell kids. Like, it's like the quickest thing is like, go to a school or
get your confidence built up and then start entering events.
Right. Yeah. Get on 2 or 3 bulls like Rickle.
Yeah.
And
there ain't nobody in the rodeo business doing it for you. I mean, you gotta drive.
Hey, this is like, there ain't no coaches.
Yeah.
There ain't no cheerleaders. There's no teammates. Like, you can get some traveling partners, but like, you don't.
You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of like old school wrestling.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like the territory days.
Right.
Like the wrestling days. I think that's what it reminds me of the most. It's like when people like all these old wrestlers like Ric Flair and stuff like that, they talk about being on the road all the time, 350 days a year. And they're just traveling with buddies and they're meeting different people and trying to be the best at this and practicing when they can and all that.
But the only difference is like they probably get paid no matter what.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And like here in rodeo, like
that's true actually.
You show up, you don't perform, you don't get paid.
That's
like
true.
some of those PBR events, like they'll guarantee you like $500 or something. That is what I heard. I don't know. They may not, but like sure
just
enough,
to enter?
Rodeos do what?
Just to enter or what?
Yeah, like sometimes like if you get on tour, like if you're in the top so many like that,
right.
they'll pay. And I mean, I might get somebody DMing me saying no, that's not right, but like because I just mainly rodeoed but yeah, you pay some of those big rodeos fees can be like $200 more, and $300, and you pay that, you get bucked off. Like, too bad, so sad.
Yeah, you ain't making
Drive
no money.
home. And you might get bucked off and stomped.
That's true. Yeah, you got to think about injury too.
Right.